Okay, then tell me, we have discussed that there are, okay, that is how you do casting. Right now, if I ask, what is casting? Can anyone tell me? What do you mean by casting? What is typecasting in Java?
Converting one data type into another data.
Yes, converting one data type into another data type, another primitive data type, you can say. Right. Right. Therefore, if it is a primitive data type, right now, the type when you are using primitive data types, when you are doing the casting, right? Sometimes the automatic type conversion happens. Sometimes explicitly you have to do the casting. Therefore, with primitive data types, if a cast is necessary from a less inclusive data type to more inclusive data type, then it will happen automatically. If the cast is required from more inclusive data type to a less inclusive data type, the cast must be done by the programmer. That has to be done by the programmer. Therefore, there are two types of casting, you can say, widening conversion and the narrowing conversion, or automatic type conversion, or explicit type conversion. Right now, there are two types of casting. Now, when it comes to Java typecasting, you can have automatic, which happens automatically, or you can say automatic typecasting or widening conversion, automatic or widening conversion, automatic or widening conversion. Right now, if it is not automatic, then you have to do it explicitly, explicit typecasting, or you can say narrowing typecasting. Therefore, when you are doing the second one, you have to be very careful, because when you are dealing with primitive data types, now for an example, if you want to assign integer to a long variable, then widening conversion is happening. But if you are trying to convert a long variable value to an integer, then you have to do it explicitly. That is what you call as narrowing conversion. Right. Then, for an example, where you will see the automatic typecasting. Right now, let's figure it out. First, what are the data types we have, and thereafter we will see. Right now, you know that we have byte, then we have short, we have byte, we have short, and then we have integer, and then we have long, and then we have float, double. All right. Right now, the first question is whether we need to figure it out, whether the long variable to a, okay, let me have this. Right now, let's say we have a long variable. Okay, integer to float, you know that automatically happens. Right now, if we have a long variable, long cells, and then let's say I have float. Right. Okay, let's try to save this and see. Now you can see here when I try to do this right now, long to a float, automatically long variable converted to a float variable. Right now, this is by I am putting casting right now. This is not automatic type conversion. I did it by explicitly specifying this has to convert into a float type. Right now, let's try to do it without casting. Then you can see here the without casting also. That means I'm just assigning a long variable value to a float variable value. Therefore, it is assigning into a float variable as well, right? So I can say, here, byte to short, short to int, and into long, long to float, float to double. Now this is what you call as automatic type conversion, right? Right. If you have to go from right now, if you have to go from this way, then you call it as automatic type conversion. So this is what you call as automatic type conversion, right? This is what you call as automatic or widening conversion. Right now, this is happen automatically, right? Then, if you try to convert from double to float, or double to long, double to int, or float to int, short or byte, then doing backwards is what you call as the mm, narrowing conversion, right? Let's have it in. I don't know what has happened. Right. Oh no, everything is gone. Hmm. Right. Okay, now can you quickly try out if you have a char variable, can you convert into an integer? If there's a char variable, can you convert into an integer or a long or a float or a double? Quickly figure it out. Char to int long float double, is it possible? Quickly find it out and tell me. Right now, what happens with the char to int long float double? Is it working? Tell me quickly. There might be a glitch in the Zoom. I don't know Zoom app. Right. Okay, tell me now. I can't write again and again. Yes, can you convert from char to int, char to long, char to float, char to double likewise? Is it possible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, now when you try to do it from char to integer, it works, and then char to float, it works, and then char to double, it works. Char to, if you try to convert into a char to short, will this work? Char to short. Then you will have incompatible types, therefore possible loosey conversion from char to short. Likewise, you will get. I can't, the last time I'm writing this again, I can't write. Here we have a new one as well now. Therefore, we can have from byte to short and short to integer, integer to long, and the long to float and float to double, and also from char to integer, right? From char to integer, right? Now this is how we can do, and this is how the automatic type conversion is happening. This is the flow. Therefore, remember this automatic type conversion, right? Or the whitening conversion. You call it as whitening conversion. Small size to a large type. Therefore, when two types are compatible and the destination is larger than the source, so the automatic type conversion is happening. Now that is why automatic type conversion is happening, right? This is how automatic type conversion is happening. Right, that I have to draw then. And this way we have the automatic type conversion happening. This is what you call as automatic type conversion happening. If you want to do the reverse of it, then you have to call it as the uh, widening conversion, not widening, narrowing conversion, or the explicit conversion. Right now here, since a small data type to a large data type, therefore automatically type conversion happens. Therefore, we can call it as widening conversion, widening. And this is what you call as widening conversion. So, O widening. And since this is from large data type to smaller data type, it is happening. So you can call it as narrowing conversion. Therefore, when you are doing the narrowing conversion, that you have to do by explicitly you have to do it. And this is mainly we use when you have incompatible data types, because like now short to byte or integer to byte is incompatible. So when you want to do the conversion, you have to do the conversion, or you have to instruct to do it forcefully. Therefore, you have to do it explicitly. Therefore, that is you have to done by the programmer itself. Right. And that is about automatic type conversion and the explicit type conversion. Is that clear to everyone? Is it? Um, are you okay? Can we quickly try whether we can assign a value from double to char and double to char and long to char? Quickly find out. Double to a byte, double to a byte, and double to a char. Long to byte, long to char. Quickly find out. Then you are trying from the largest to the smallest here like that. Then try out and send me the answer. Double to byte and double to char, and long to byte, long to char. Right, quickly send me the answers, please. Right. I hope there are no questions about this automatic type conversion or the narrowing conversion, no explicit conversion. Remember, again, I will tell you, if there are two compatible types are mixed with an assignment, if the destination is larger than the source, then automatic type conversion is happening. When incompatible types are mixed with an assignment operator, then if you want to convert a larger data type to a smaller data type, then you need to do the narrowing conversion or explicit conversion. Explicit conversion requires you to put the relevant data target data type inside the brackets like this. Therefore, this is what you call as explicit conversion or the casting. Right. Okay, then as a summary of what we have learned so far, we discussed uh, there are several data types available. Right. If I ask why uh, why we need data types, why we need data types for a programming language, do we require data type? Anyone? Why do we require data types?
Because we have different types of data.
Yes, we have to store values in a memory temporarily. Therefore, we need to store different type of variables or different type of values. So yes, uh, we need data types, right? So now the data types give you like for an example, we discuss that integer is a 4 byte. Therefore, when you discuss about the data types give you a size of the memory location. Right now, if you have a variable long variable x, you know there are 8 bytes. Then 8 bytes from the memory size of the memory location. And also, if it is a byte variable, you know it's 1 byte size of the memory. And also, you know inside the byte variable, you can store only from 128 minus 128 to plus 127, the range of the values. Therefore, you know the range, number of values you can store. And also, you know the operations you can work with that data type. And also, you know the type of results which comes from an expression when these types are used. Now, if it is a float variables are used, then the result is a float. Likewise, you know. Right. Then basically we have divided the data types into primitive and non-primitive. And the primitive data types we have discussed about 6 numerical data types. Then we discussed as integers and floating points. Integers we have divided into byte, short, int, long, and floating points we have divided like float and double. And we had non-numerical values like boolean and char. Those are the 8 primitive data types. And then there are non-primitive data types. Now, for an example, we said string is a non-primitive data type, and there are arrays we have to discuss. Now, here also we have defined an array. No? This is string args. This is also a non-primitive data type. And also, if you create your own classes, now this class test, if you create this test class object, now then the user-defined classes are also considered as non-primitive data type. Right. Now, that is about the data types. Therefore, shall I ask quickly a boolean? What is the size of a boolean variable? Boolean variable? What are the values you can have in a boolean variable?
True and false.
Yes, you can have either true or false. Therefore, either true or false. Therefore, you have 1 bit. Right. If it is a byte,
8
byte
bits.
variable, it's 1 byte
8 bits.
or 8 bits exactly. Char variable, (16 bits we use.
2 bytes.
Yes, 2 bytes, 16 bits exactly. Good. A short, short, 2 bytes, 16 bits. Integer, 4 bytes, 32 bits. Long, 8 bytes, 64 bits. Float, 4 bytes, 32 bits. Double, 8 bytes, 64 bits. Likewise, you can have the values, the memory size required. Right, then Right now, we have discussed the data types. Right now, we have literals, Java literals. Right now, what is a literal? Okay. And what are the literal types available in Java? Therefore, before I talk about this, I want you to quickly search what do you mean by Java literal and what are the literal types available in Java. Quickly figure it out. What is a literal in Java and why do we need a literal and what are the literal types in Java? I will give you 2 to 3 minutes. Quickly figure it out. Constant values that are directly assigned to a variable. Okay, right. Can you further explain? Um, right now, if I have integer x equals 10, is it a literal? Is it a literal?
No.
All right. Then, what is a literal and how to assign literal? Just tell me. Now you said constant values or a fixed values assigned to a variable is called as a literal. Right. Now I have assigned 100. Oh, 10. Right. Then what do you think? What is the value I have assigned? Yes, here. What is the value I have assigned?
X is equal to 10.
10. Yes, when it
Yes.
comes to integer literals, uh, we have byte short, int long. There are 4 data types we have discussed. No? Right. Therefore, integers right now is any whole number value. Any whole number value is an integer literal. Therefore, any whole number value is an integer literal. Therefore, 10 is here 10 I have assigned 10. So, this is an integer literal. Now, this can be represented by either decimal or octal or hexadecimal or binary likewise. Right. Now, let's say if I have 1, 0. Right now, let's say not 10, 90. Okay. Try to figure it out. 90 in octal. How to write 90 in octal? How to write the 90 in octal format? How to write the 90 in octal format?
132 base 8.
You don't know how to do that? I'm not good in much writing. Let's clear this out now. Okay, how to do that? 90. We're gonna divide it by 8. Okay, how many 8s are inside 90? 11, no? 11 into 8 is 88, no? 11. How much left? Yeah, 2 left. Then 11 divided by 8. How much? 1, and you have 3 remain. Then when you do 1 divided by 8, which is 0. 1 divided by 8, Nara, no 0, and remainder is 1. Therefore, um, you can write it as in octal format 132 or 0132 likewise. Then let's try out if I write y. Y equals 0132. It's a decimal decimal. Because if it is an octal, right now here it is a decimal. Therefore, that means decimal representation means base 10. Therefore, here any number could be either from 0 to 9. Can't be 10. Right now here in octal, it could be, if it is an octal representation, what, 0 to, could it be 8? 0 to 7. It could be, if it is an octal representation, 0 to 7. Right now, let's try it out. Let's save it. Right. Right now, println. No? Now you can see both represent the same thing. Now the y is represented in octal format. That the y value is the same 90. I have represented in octal format in base 8. Right now in the base 8. Decimal value is 90. I have represented in what? Base 10 format. Now here we have 90. No? 90 divided by 10, which is 9, and the remaining value is 0. And 9 divided by 10 is remaining 0 right now 9. Therefore, if you write like, if you save it as like 090, if you save it as 090, then you will see right now int x equals 090. Now in line number 5 it says expected right now, semicolon expected right now. Why is that? And if you remove this 0, then you will see, you will get the answer, because now digits from 0 to 9 are allowed in this format. Now this is how you represent in decimal format. Right now, if you just save it as 132, if you just represent 132, now this will be considered as the decimal value 132. Therefore, here if you put 0132, now it will be taken as a decimal, so octal base 8, right? And then if it is a hexadecimal, now there is, and this is an octal way, octal. Right, now let's try to figure it out, a hexadecimal way of doing it. 90 divided by 16. Okay, find out first 90 in hexadecimal. How to write 90 in hexadecimal? 90 divided by 16. How many 16s are there? 16 into 5 is 80, no? Okay, 5, which is uh, 5, remaining is 10. Therefore, now answer is 5, remainder is 10. Answer is 5, remainder is 10. Answer is 5, remainder is 10. Now, how can you represent this? Now we need to represent this in hexadecimal format. How can you do that? Then we can do it like 0x. Now what is it? 0x 5. A means what? A means hexadecimal values represents and then you know the values you can represent up to 16, 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15, no, altogether 16 numbers. Then this is represented by 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 we can't represent, therefore A and B and then C and then D, E and F, let's say. Right. Now this is how we have to do. Therefore, the 10 we can write it as A. Right now 0 into 5A. Right now this is how we could do it. Right now this is how we do it, the hexadecimal way of doing it. Now this is how you represent this 90 in hexadecimal format. Right. Now, here we have represented integer in decimal format and integer in octal format, integer in hexadecimal format, which is base 16. Right, then we have binary format as well. Right now, if it is a binary format, okay, convert base 2. 90 into binary quickly. Convert 90 into binary quickly. Now remember, if it is an octal, you need to have this prefix 0. This is a must, right? That is how you indicate this is a octal value. Therefore, this is a must. You need to have this prefix 0. Even if you use the capital letter or the simple A, Java will give you the exact answer. But it won't give you any issues. Right now, let me delete this. Now binary 0 and 1 only we can have. How to represent in binary format? 19 binary, tell me quickly the way to figure it out. 19 binary, how to do that?
Divide by 2.
90 divided by 2, which is 45. How many remainder is 0. 45 2 is 92. 45 divided by 2 is 22. 22 into 2 is 44. Remainder is 1. 22 divided by 2 is 11. Remainder is 0. 11 divided by 2 is 5. 5 into 2 is 10. Remainder is 1. 5 divided by 2 is 2. Remainder is 1. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Remainder is 0. Then we have 1 0 1 1 0 1 0. Right now, then the binary value would be 1 0 1 1 0 1 0. Right now, B, if I write like 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 0 1 1 0 1 0, and then if I do it like this binary, this won't work. Anyway, we'll try it out. Right now, it would represent the same thing, same answer. Now, this is not taken as a binary value. So, in order to represent this as a binary value, we need to use a prefix. Right now, we have to use a prefix, which is 0, B. Then you can see that is how you get it. Either this could be simple B or a capital B, it doesn't matter. Right now, you can get the answer. Yeah. Now, this is how you represent the literals in Java. This is how you represent the literals in Java. So you can try out when you have free time. But right now, literal, you can represent integer literals. Huh? Now this is about integer literals, right? Now, integers can be represented in 4 ways. Any whole number is an integer literal. Now, those ways are decimal, octal, hex, and binary. Or if you want to write from binary to this smallest to largest, then binary, octal, decimal, and hex. Right. Right now, if it is decimal values, right now, that means now whole numbers can be represented in 4 ways we have discussed now. Right, then we have the floating point values. Right now, or the decimal values. Right now, how to represent decimal point decimal values. Right now, floating point literals are used for decimal numbers. Right now, if you just represent in a decimal format, let's say double c equals 90.123.0000. Double y is equals to 90.13123. Double Z is equals to let's say 1.5, 1.123 for E. Right. Then you can see here, even though you are like if you have multiple zeros at the tail, then those will be ignored. Right now, these will be ignored, and then it will take only 90.123. Even if you just put 123, then it will give you 123. And then here, like if you want to represent in scientific format or like using if you want to display floating point literal in a hexadecimal way, right now you can put it like uh, here in this format. 1, 2, 3, right? Likewise, here you have E4. E4 means this number multiplied by 10 to the power 4. If you just write in 10 to the power 3, then the answer gonna be 11,123. Likewise, now this is like multiplied by 10 to the power 3. Now, you might have seen this in calculators as well. Right now, this is how you do it using a scientific format. Okay, try out this as well quickly. Then we have discussed about the floating point literals as well. Then character literals, right? When it comes to character literals, the char values, right, can be represented using single quotes. This is how you can represent a char value, right? Now, and also, uh, if I type char value by y is equals to 65, or if I represent char z is equals to, right now, what are the other ways? Right now, representing is in Unicode format /u /u00. Right now, you can see when I type integer number or 65, which is the ASCII value of capital A, which gives you A. Now, when I type 65 here, now that gives me simply, if it is 61, it should give you simple A. Likewise, now find out and tell me how to represent capital A in Unicode representation. How to represent capital A in Unicode representation. Quickly find out and send it to me via chat, please. Capital A in Unicode representation. 065 is simple E. So I don't need it. I need yes. Okay. 41. Right. Thank you. If you represent 41, then it gives you capital A. Now that's how you represent character literals in Java. Right now, literal literal character is represented in that pair of single quotes. There are 4 ways of representing it inside the single quotes or as an integer, or you can call it as an integral, integer literal or Unicode representation, and also using a new line character escape sequence right now, which is /n. This is also considered as new line, which is /n. Right now, this won't print anything. It will move the cursor one further step. But now see, and then here only one space, no? But here 2 lines. Right, new line. Okay, we will discuss about this new line for the character escape sequences right after this. Right now, so far we discussed there are types of literals available in Java are integer, floating points, and character. Now we have to talk about string literals. Right, string literals. Right now, then string literals. Right, like in any other language, you represent using double quotes. You represent using double quotes. Right now, this is how you represent a string literal inside a double quotes. Right, therefore, this is how you represent string in double quotes. Right, and then for the Boolean, also here, if you want to declare a Boolean literal, Boolean, Boolean Y and Boolean Z. Right, Boolean variables only can have true or false. You can't put like 1, 0 likewise. You can't. Either you can have true or false values. Therefore, this is how you can represent string literals as well as Boolean literals. Boolean literals can only have either true, either false. Therefore, you can't have like 0 or 1 likewise you can't have, and then that won't work. If you try out this, it will give you an error. So a Boolean variables can only have either true, either false, right? Either true or either false values. Therefore, this is what we can have. As a summary, literals in Java can be represented in like integer, floating point, character, string, Boolean, likewise. And then we discuss about integer literals can be represented in 4 ways: a decimal, octal, hex, binary, and then floating points also can be represented using decimal forms. Right now, and character literals can be represented using single quotes, using it as integers, Unicode, or escape sequence. String literals can be represented only by double quotes, and Boolean literals can be represented using either true or false. That's how you can do it. Right now, before we go into the operators, I would like to discuss about character escape sequences. Right now, character escape sequences in Java. Right now, let's quickly go and discuss about Java character escape sequences. Right. Right now, there are sometimes you want to right now you want to have some characters, but you don't want to print it. Right now, you don't want to print that. Right then, right now, right, if you use a backslash, before a character, then Java compiler will treat that as a escape sequence. That means if there's a character preceded by a backslash, then the compiler will treat that as a character escape sequence. So that won't get printed, that won't be printed. Right. Now for an example, if it is just hello right now here, let's say name we have Jane Doe. Jane Doe. Right now this is how we have the name. Okay. Then now if it is if now let's say in order to understand this, I will be putting this here in between Jane and Doe. If I put backslash, now if I put now if in order to make it as a escape sequence, I have to always use a backslash. Okay, backslash, and then I need to follow it by a special character which will act as a escape sequence. Right now, Java compiler takes an escape sequence as only one single character which has a special meaning just after the backslash. Then there is a one called T slash T. Right now, if I use slash T, now you can see it gives you a space. Now, what is this space? This is what you call as the tab space. Right now, for an example, if you put slash T, that means you can provide the tab space. Right now, when you want to have the some view lines, let's say for an example, name and slash T, right? You need to have name slash T, and then let's say in the next line I want to have age slash T. I'm gonna have 20. Right now here I'm gonna print X. No, you have not closed the comment. Right now you can see here, even here, this has four letters, but this has only three letters, but rather giving different spaces. I have put slash T, therefore now this is started on the next tab space. This is where you could use the tab space. Right now, that is for tab space. Right now, there's another one called slash n. Slash n is for new line. Slash n is for new line. Slash n is for new line. Now, when you hit the slash n, that is for new line right now. Now here, now if I have all the things at once, right now for an example, now name Jane Doe, and then I have the age also in the right after this together. Therefore, now if I don't want to have it like this, then I would have slash n. I would have slash n here, name Jane Doe, and then this has to go into the next line. But before, if I do it now, it would be displayed like this: name Jane Doe's, no spaces age. Therefore, here if you put slash n, then that would act as escape sequence, and then that would take to the next line. Slash n. Slash n inserts a new line or a line break. Slash n inserts a new line and or a line break. Right now, there's another one called string y. Yeah, I'm gonna put slash r, carriage return. Okay. Now I want you to figure it out and tell me what this slash r does. Anyone? Can you figure it out? Run this and tell me what the slash r does. slash R. Tell me quickly what it does. What is R does? Right now, when you have the slash R, now this one is called as three of you have sent me already as carriage return. Now, when it comes to a carriage return, what has happened? Right now, you can see here the first line, it shows me name, colon, tab space, Jane, Doe, and the new line age 28. Right now, here. After this, let me have some. Okay, now I'm not going to print the first one. Okay. Okay, let's have a space first. Then we can separate it further. No? Right now, after the first one, it will give me a space. Right now, here when I put slash R, now you can see the first line is missing. Therefore, what happens? It prints name and space Jane Doe, and again it will take to the beginning of the line. It will take the cursor to the beginning of the line. Then here it prints name and Jane Doe as here, and thereafter it will take back the cursor to the beginning. Therefore, these will get replaced. Therefore, now here now for an example, you print her name, colon, tab Jane, and then again cursor takes you to the beginning of the line. Then you type what? Age, colon, Doe. Likewise, it will print. And thereafter, again, here, this is what it's remaining, right? ND, likewise, the previous line. Okay, try it out. Right. Then when it comes to the carriage return, right, it gonna move the cursor to the beginning of the line. It will take the cursor to the beginning of the line. Right. Now that is how it gonna print. Right. Okay. Then right. Then we have slash n slash t slash r. What else we have? Okay. By any chance, if you want to print male or female, if you want to print male or female, likewise. If you want to print male or female, right? Then, if you want to print male or female, likewise, this now slash you can because when you try to put the slash here the semicolon missing. That's the problem. When you put the slash here, right now it gets printed, but because slash f is not a character escape sequence, no? That's why here because when you put the slash here when you put the slash here, right now you can see here this slash backward slash I have used now forward slash. If it is a backward slash, right now you will get illegal escape character because slash f there is no that is not known. Slash f is not known. Therefore, because if it is slash t, it is a tab. Slash n new line slash r carriage return. Slash f is not known. Therefore, it gives us an error. Therefore, if you want to print a slash, then you have to put another backward slash. Right now, two backward slashes prints a backward slash. If you want to print a backward slash, then you could do it. Backslash. Backslash. Right, backslash. You can print. Now you can see if you want to print a backslash, you could do it. Or if you want to have single quotes, you could put it like this. Single quotes. Single quote. Right now, if you want to start male or female, here you need to have M. Okay, I want to print M in single quotes. Right now, I'm going to put M like this. Right now, if you want to print this, now you can see it get printed. But there may be scenarios right now. If you want to put now this, if you want to have it as a escape sequence, you would do it like this. Now that is how you could do it because now we have used double quotes as delimiter for string. No? That's why here it didn't give us an error right now. And if you want to have double quotes also, that also possible. Right now, double quotes. If you want to have double quotes, right now you can't have double quotes anyway. To the M, you can't have double quotes. Therefore, you'll be getting error. Therefore, not avoid the error. You need to put make it as a escape sequence. If you make it as a character escape sequence, now you can see you can print the double quotes as well. Right now, when it comes to carriage return, right now, let's say if I write like A, B, C, if I print like this, inside system.out println A, B, C, okay, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slash R 7890. Right. Now, if I print this, what would be the output? What do you think? What would be the output of this? If it is system, okay, if I print it like this, inside this, what would be the output? Think and tell me. Send me a chat message and thereafter you can try out. First, send me a chat and then try. What is the answer? Write and see what it gonna be. Unicode values. Is it? Okay, let me save this. Okay, let's run this. Now what happens? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Now once it prints 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it prints 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then again cursor is moving back to the beginning, and then it's gonna print like 7, 8, 9, 0, 7, 8, 9, 0. Then it prints 7, 8, 9, 0, 5, 6. Now that's what it's gonna print. Is this clear? If you put slash R. Right now, if you want to put a Unicode character as well as a character escape sequence, then you can represent it as slash U. When you put slash U, uh, then that would be considered as a Unicode character. Right now, if you want to put, let's say, for an example, a dollar sign, let's say whether it works, slash U, what is the dollar? Dollar sign, zero. It does not print. Okay, let's try out another one. Let me search about character skip sequence. Capital A should be 41, no previous was okay. See. Ah, here the problem is this one. Oh my goodness. It was not paying the attention at all. What was the previous day I typed? 00. Capital A, was it? Dollar sign was it? 29 or 69 that I typed. The dollar sign was what? I have typed, I guess, 24. Where was it? Yes, 24. And 24, 69. A9, no, the A9. Copyrights. Not 0, 0. That has to be 4 digits. The question mark. Copyrights should be a 2. Yes, no, that is not the copyright. No, where's the copyright? A900 A9. I think it cannot be printed in console. Yes, right now, hello, we can have price is 25. Let's say if you want to display dollars, price is $25, and then therefore you can say slash U0024. Now, that is how you can print. Now, if you want to print Unicode characters, then it has to be a hexadecimal value in 4 digits. Right now, remember, if you are using a Unicode character as a character escape sequence, then it has to start with /u, backward /u, and then followed by 4 hexadecimal digits. 4 hexadecimal digits. 4 hexadecimal digits. 4 hexadecimal digits. Right. Now that is how you can use Unicode characters also as a escape sequences. Right now, what I want you to do is now, then it has to be /u for hexadecimal digits. That is how you represent a Unicode. Right. Okay, then let's try it out this. I want you to using only one system.out.println, right? I want you to write this. Using only one system.out.println, right? I want you to print this table. Name, age, first name, last name, initials, right? First name Jane, uh, Doe, and Smith, mm, J. D. Will Adams, J. Okay. Right now, this one I want you to print using a one system.out.println. Right now, this line I want I want you to print one system.out.println. Okay, send me the answer via chat. One using only one system.out.println. Do this. Arithmetic operators, then assignment, operators, then relational operators, logical operators. Likewise, you can have multiple operators, and also we have unary operators and bitwise operators and shift operators. Likewise, we have multiple types of operators, and each operator levels we have precedence levels as well. When you have same type of operators mixed together, how to handle which operator to perform first. Likewise, operator precedence levels also defined in Java. So, first we're gonna talk about the arithmetic operators in Java, right? Now you already know about the arithmetic operators, plus, minus, and then we have multiplication, we have division, plus, minus, multiplication, division, and then we have modulus, plus, minus, multiplication, division, and modulus. Right now, these are the arithmetic operators available in Java. Right now, you know that if you add two integers, will give you an integer value. If you multiply, if you product, or if you divide, if you get the remainder, if you subtract two integers, you will end up by getting an integer answer. Integer divided by an integer will always be an integer, right? That you know already. Therefore, now as a last exercise, right now these are the arithmetic operators in Java. Right now, arithmetic operators in Java. Here we have. Then I want you to declare a variable. I want you to declare a variable and then start doing with the two variables, let's say x and y, assign some values, maybe a float, maybe integer, I don't mind, and then perform these operations and then display the total is the sum is this, subtraction is this, multiplication is this, whatever the division is this, remainder is this. Likewise, I want you to display. For an example, if you have, you can display 10 plus 5 is equals to 15, whatever, using the operators, okay? Right, this is the output should be 10 minus 5 should be 5. Okay, 10 plus 3. 10 plus 3 is 13. 10 minus 3 is 7. 10 multiplied by 3 is 30. 10 divided by 3 is 3. 10 modulus 3 is equals to 1. Likewise, I want you to get the answers. Okay. These are the like now these are the operators I have to use. I want you to use. Then please give me the answer in that form. Answers. Right now, let's say I want to print the output should be in this format, no? Then 10 plus 3. 10 means the x value. Therefore, I want to display the x value. X. I want to display the plus operator. And that I need to display the y value. Then y. Then I need to display the equal sign. And I need to display the answer total. Right, then I am getting the answer like this. Then plus, minus, multiplication, division, and then we need to have the remainder. Right, now we are getting the answers like this. Right, then If you want, like, you don't need to have this, you can skip these things. Right now, here what we did was, right now, these are the things we wanted to print. Huh? Okay, now this is what I want to print, this operator. And therefore, that has to be inside the double quotes. Then this is what I want to print. Therefore, this is what I want to print. Now, these are the things I have just printed like that. And then the 10 and these 10 x values represent the 10, the variable value. Therefore, variable value. Then I have to use the plus in order to append, right? Then by value of the variable total. Right now, this total, instead of total, I would have done x plus y. But if you put just x plus y, what happen is, right now, then it will print me like 103. 103. Then 10 plus 3 equals 10 and 3. Then the values it prints, the values. Therefore, since you want to do the arithmetic plus operator, then you need to put that inside the brackets. If you put that inside the brackets, it would print you 13 like this. Therefore, you can skip these, right? Now, if you want to get this output, so right now, for an example, if you want to display 10 divided by 3 is 3.333. That, how can you do that? Now, no longer we require these, no? If you want to display 10 divided by 3 as 10.33333, how can you do that? Now you should have an idea. Tell me quickly. I don't need to display 3. If it is 10 divided by 3 or 10 divided by 4, let's say, then it has to be 10 divided by 4, it has to be 2.5. No? Then I wanted to display 2.5. Here. How can I display 2.5? Anyone? Naveen, what do you think? How can you do that? Now we have learned in the morning how to do it. By doing what? Because we know that now integer divided by an integer result in integer. Integer divided by an integer is an integer. Therefore, but the answer we want in floating points, float decimal points. Answer should be in the decimals now. But integer divided by an integer will be an integer. So what we can do? Anyone? Yes. Yes, so you better talk. Right. If you do the casting, right, that means if one of the variables become a float, integer divided by a float is a float answer. Therefore, what we can do, this is where you do the division. There are either variable, x or y variable, we're going to cast into a float. You're going to cast that variable into a float. Right now, you're going to cast that variable into a float. Then the answer would display in decimal, right? See, this is how we can use the things we have learned a little while ago. Right now, therefore, remember whatever we have learned up to now, you can't forget. We have to remember. Right now, we are done with the arithmetic operators. Right now, then the next day we're going to talk about assignment operators, relational operators, and then logical operators. And then I'm not going to talk about the bitwise operators or the shift operators. Therefore, you better search about what are the bitwise operators, what are the shift operators, what are the ternary operators. Likewise, if we have time, we can do the ternary operators. Okay, right, then we can do. Right, therefore, if you have any questions up to now, you can ask. Any questions up to now, you can ask. Right, otherwise, I'm going to wind up for today. Any questions, please ask up to now.